In the aftermath of the murder of George Floyd at the hands of Minneapolis police, a national dialogue has begun on how to reform and reimagine the criminal justice system. Here are some movie recommendations that address these issues that we're all grappling with right now. Cincinnati Goddamn. This powerful documentary puts into context the history of police brutality in America's urban areas. This documentary hits close to home as it explores policing in Cincinnati, and I live less than 2 hours north in Ohio's capital city of Columbus. According to the film's synopsis, between 1995 and 2001, Cincinnati police killed 15 black men, including 29-year-old Ronald Owensby Jr. and 19-year-old Timothy Thomas. The film includes perspectives from Owensby's and Thomas's families, attorneys and prosecutors involved in the case, as well as commentary from noted African-American historian Manning Marable and Ohio State University law professor Michelle Alexander, author of the best-selling book about criminal justice reform, The New Jim Crow. Full disclosure, Cincinnati Goddamn was made by my friends April Martin and Paul Hill, and both were instrumental in helping to make my own documentary, Lady Wrestler, The Amazing Untold Story of African American Women in the Ring. But I would recommend Cincinnati Goddamn even if I didn't personally know the filmmakers. Another movie I'd recommend by a filmmaker who is a friend of mine is Clemency by director Chinonye Chukwu. This poignant 2019 drama stars Alfre Woodard as a prison warden who begins to have a change of heart about the death penalty after years of watching African American and Latino men being put to death by the state. Clemency offers a unique perspective in that it not only portrays how the death penalty affects those who are executed and their families, but how capital punishment can have a corrosive effect on the souls of those who are pulling the switch on the electric chair or ordering the lethal injection. Another 2019 movie that provides invaluable insight into the racial and socioeconomic inequities of the criminal justice system is the drama Just Mercy. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, the film is based on real events in which world-renowned civil rights attorney Bryan Stevenson works to free a wrongly convicted death row prisoner played by Jamie Foxx. Just Mercy is a deceptively unassuming film. The performances are understated and there are no flashy camera work or special effects. But it's this understated quality portraying ordinary people just trying to make it through everyday life and be treated fairly that makes Just Mercy so powerful. For those of us who are trying to educate ourselves about police brutality, I also recommend another movie based on a true story starring Michael B. Jordan, and that's Fruitvale Station. The 2013 drama marked the debut of filmmaker Ryan Coogler, who of course went on to direct Jordan in the blockbuster Marvel movie Black Panther. According to Fruitvale Station's IMDb page, the movie tells the story of Oscar Grant III, played by Jordan, a 22-year-old San Francisco Bay Area resident who crosses paths with friends, family, and strangers on a day in 2008 when he is ultimately murdered by the police. In addition to powerful performances by Jordan and other cast members, the movie features an excellent performance by Octavia Spencer as his mother. Fruitvale Station rightfully won accolades at Cannes, Sundance, and other prestigious film festivals around the world, and picked up a well-deserved NAACP Image Award for Best Independent Motion Picture. I have to say that watching Fruitvale Station was one of the few times as an adult man that I've cried watching a movie. It's truly moving and worth your time. One final recommendation is the documentary LA 92, which is streaming on Netflix. This documentary portrays the protests that erupted in Los Angeles in 1992 after a majority white jury acquitted LAPD officers who viciously beat unarmed motorist Rodney King on camera. Watching LA 92 gives you a chilling sense of how history repeats itself, in that the protests that followed Rodney King's beating and the acquittal of the police officers eerily mirrors the protests that followed the death of George Floyd at the hands of Minneapolis police. In the days since George Floyd's death, friends of different ethnic backgrounds have reached out to me and asked what they can do to help combat racism and make things better. What I've said to them is that I'm still figuring everything out myself, and I have more questions than answers. It's important for all of us, no matter what your experiences have been with law enforcement, to educate ourselves about the underlying causes of racism and how it impacts society, and do something about it. Watching movies like the ones I've recommended in this video is a first step.